video about assessments. I promise to keep it short and sweet and to the point as much as I can because I veer off quite frequently. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to assignments here in your sidebar. There we go. And the next thing you're going to do is you will notice that you can group your assignments into different groups. So I have a reading, I have assignments in math, and that's mostly because I was just messing around with it. But you can go to new group and you can say, all right, this group's going to be math unit 1 or whatever you want it to be. Now there's two ways to make the assessments within these groups. There's a quick way, which just gives you like an overview of the assessment. There's plus, you would put the name, you'd put the due date, and you would push points and save it. And that's a quick thing, but it doesn't give you a lot of options that way. The other way to do it is to do assignment right here at the top. And you're going to click onto that, and it's going to take you to this entire page where you can change a lot of the parameters. So the first thing I'm going to do is put my assignment name. It's going to be math 1. Do your math. And then, so here what's kind of interesting, you can link them to a video. You can put an image on there. You can upload media, so you can just record yourself saying, this is what I want you to do for math today, especially for the younger kids. You can also plug in different apps. I like to use the plugin for YouTube on some of my stuff, and it just works out better than pasting a YouTube video because it comes out nice and big. Anyways, moving on. After you explain what your assignment's about and what you want them to do, you can assign the points. I usually put 0. Here's where you can put it into different groups. So if you accidentally put it into math and it was supposed to be in reading, you can go ahead and do that. Or if you wanted to make an entirely new group, you can do that also. But mine's in math. The next thing you want to complete or to check is display graded as. So if you put not graded, what I found out is that they don't have a place to turn it in. So, and if you see, watch, I'm going to do that again. Right here you have a submission type, and when I go to not graded, it doesn't have that submission type, so they're not going to turn anything in if it's not graded. So you want to do complete and incomplete, unless you want to do points, but I would rather do complete and incomplete. And then now you're going to put what kind of submission. You can put no submission, which kind of takes us back to where we are over here. Online, on paper, or external tool. I like to go to online. I think that's the biggest one that we're going to do. And then I do media recordings and file uploads. If you wanted them to do a text entry, so like if you said, what did you do this summer? And you want them to type it out, that's a good place for that. Most of my kids do videos or upload pictures of themselves doing something or of a project that they worked on. So you can just go ahead and do media recordings or file uploads. And file uploads works for Word documents as well. So if you had them do a Word document, file upload is what you would need to put on there. I wouldn't worry about restricting the kinds of uploads unless you knew what kind of uploads do you want to restrict. You can say no PDF, and you would have to write PDF, but I wouldn't worry about that. I do unlimited attempts, and I will assign it to everybody. My due date, whenever you want it to be due. I usually make it available at least the weekend before, and I'll do the weekend after just so that they have enough time. After that, you save it, and if you want to publish it and save it, you can do it that way too. But you save it, and then you can assign it, which actually are assigned as soon as you publish it. And then that's about it. That's it. And I hope you guys learned something about assignments.